Today we're going to make a really good recipe for camping. Real simple. It's beer bread in a camp oven. There's 3 cups of flour, self-raising flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar and 1 can of beer. Mix it together, put it in the camp oven and let it go for about 40 minutes and it'll be done. Okay, so you add the 3 cups of self-raising flour, then 3 tablespoons of sugar, just regular sugar I guess, doesn't really matter what colour. And then you just add the beer and mix it all in. Probably should have one in the other hand for a bit of balance as well. Okay, so that's the last of the beer. And just keep mixing that in for a couple of minutes until it's all in, and you'll have a pretty firm dough. But it works a treat. No yeast, just 3 cups of self-raising flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar, 1 can of beer. Okay. Once you've got your dough mixed, you've got a little bread pan. It's like a little, it can be a bread loaf or a takeaway container like this. You just got to make sure it's well greased. So I use a spray on canola oil. You can use butter on a napkin or whatever, but just make sure it's well greased to get it out afterwards. That's it, and you're ready to put your dough in. Okay, well now we just got to pour this dough into the pan. You can see it's pretty thick. And it doesn't really have to go in real level at this time because you give it a bit of a shake and it will level itself out in the loaf pan. We're going to do this bread in the camp oven. This particular camp oven's a 10-inch one and it's a rule of 3s for the number of heat beads you use. I'm going to use heat beads today, not coals from a fire. But if you've got a 10-inch camp oven, 10 plus 3 go on top, so 13 on top, and 10 less 3 go underneath, so 7 underneath. So in all, I got to light up 20 of these barbecue briquettes. We'll be right back. Right, so put the loaf with the mixture straight into the camp oven there, and she's ready to cook. Doing this with briquettes, like I said, the rule of 3s, there'll be, it's a 10-inch camp oven, so I've got 7 briquettes that'll sit underneath. So the remainder of the coals, which should be 10 plus 3, 13, onto the top of the camp oven. We'll just rearrange them evenly and leave it for about 40 minutes. With all of the coals on top now, the briquettes, there's 13 of them, just arrange them evenly on the top to make sure there's a good spread of heat. And now we just wait for about 40 minutes for that size loaf. Sit back, enjoy the second beer in the recipe. This one's a cold one, and we'll be right back in about 40 minutes. Okay, it's been 40 minutes, so it's time to have a look and see how things are going. You can smell it a little bit from the outside. That's always a good sign that it's pretty close to done. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Oh yeah, that looks like it's ready. So I'm now going to take that out. Cooling trivet. That's looking pretty good. Just looking nice. There you have it. 3 recipe beer bread, 3 cups of self-raising flour, 3 tablespoons of sugar and a can of beer, and 40 minutes in a camp oven with the rule of 3s, 10-inch camp oven, plus 3, 13 heat beads on top, less 3, 7 beads underneath. Beautiful.